Hello everyone, and welcome to Brands Hatch. That's right, this weekend we're here for rounds 2 and round 3 of the UK TimeAttack. Last outing didn't go all too well for us, unfortunately. We did indeed have quite a big mishap. However, over the last 6 weeks, the guys over at Bourne have really pulled out the stops. We've got the car all set and ready, and hopefully we have a good weekend.
Green flag is out, so the circuit is now again live. You can see on your screens then the cars are heading out onto the track. The Pace Ward Nismo GT3 filling your screen. Darren Spooner at the front of that queue, looking to make the most of the track space that he will have in front of him, unimpeded by other cars around. Cool down lights flashing on all of these machines just to indicate that they are on an out lap. If you're wondering what those lights mean, they are not rain lights. In TimeAttack, they actually indicate whether a car is on a hot or slow lap. It's worth bearing in mind that many cars, even top tier competition cars, many of them aren't able to do lap after lap after lap after lap, or flat out driving. Things just get a little bit too strained, a little bit too hot.
Okay, so morning sessions are now over, lunchtime, and everything so far has gone to plan. Cars all in one piece. We check everything over every time we come into the pits. Everything seems to be staying together okay. We're running it on the lowest power setting that we could. Time-wise, isn't where we want it to be, but at the same time, we're not really pushing it. So when we go out in the next session, we're going to bring the tyres up to temperature a bit better, drop the pressures in them, and just turn that switch on. Now there's a lot of time to come from me as well. I'm very rusty in the car. I haven't really driven it in anger for the best part of 2 years now actually. So this is the real first time that I'm going to get to properly try and push it. Now Brands Hatch isn't really suited to this car because realistically, the chassis wise, it's a bit like a Land Rover. It's just a ladder chassis, cross beams, and a big lump in the back of it to give it plenty of shove. And that's where the times are going to come from. So hopefully, next couple of sessions, we manage to get some down. Ideally, we're going to try and aim for like a 53-second lap. If I can do that, then I'll be quite happy with it. Best I've ever done around here was a 52.1, 52.2, something like that. If I can get anywhere near that by the end of the day, I'll be over the moon.
Down in the pit lane with Ben, literally ready to go out for your session. So you had a good day yesterday, you were first in your class, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yesterday went much better than we actually expected. I was actually slightly devastated because we were like 0.02 seconds off the lap record yesterday.
Oh, that's pretty close.
It was really close, it was really close. But the whole point yesterday was make sure the car ran well. Guys over at Bourne have built it up in the last 6 weeks. From the big mishap we had at Cadwell. It was really a big job, and they've really pulled it out, to be honest.
So a much better round than last one for you then?
Yeah, much better, much better. If we can do the same again today, then I'd be over the moon with it.
Excellent, and you're back in the Noble this year, because you were in a different car last year, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Last year we were running the Golf, and like, don't get me wrong, the Golf was a nice car, but that only had about 220 horsepower, and we were in the same class. We still finished second overall in the championship, so it was really, really good. But this year, bringing this one along with more than double the power, it should. We want to win it. We want to win it.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you have another day like you did yesterday, then. Yeah,
hopefully so. As long as the weather's okay, then we should be good. We should be good.
Yeah. Well, good luck out there, Ben.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Ben Robinson there. What a hero. He has had so many troubles over the year. You know, he's been around TimeAttack for a while, and that Noble has given him a few troubles over the years. All of last year it was being rebuilt. So in the meantime he thought, look, I still love TimeAttack, I still want to do TimeAttack. What do I use? He went on eBay, just went type, let's just buy ready-to-go racingcar.com, and just built one of the cars that was built for a Volkswagen spec series and just come and brought that straight into TimeAttack. Then his Noble got finished, he jumped in it for Cadwell Park, it caught fire, it is now rebuilt again and ready to go here at Brands Hatch, and he is straight on the pace, absolutely full of confidence and speed is Ben Robinson, straight on the pace, as he said there, 0.02 of a second away from the lap record. Hopefully for him, of course, he will be able to claim that today. Out he goes on this mildly moist track. Darren Spooner then we've seen very, very fast in Club Pro 2-wheel drive, and just in the queue to get onto the track. He had that clean air, he had that empty track in front of him, so he is able to punch in a very speedy time of 53.8. Behind him then the two Reeds, Phil Reed and Steve Reed, in their, I was going to say Mitsubishi Evos. Of course, that's not the case this year. Phil Reed has changed to the Nismo GT3. So our drivers then, as they are getting things up to temperature, you can see their headlights are now coming on. They are beginning to put in a few laps now. Andrew Barber then displacing Darren Spooner from the first place, and he goes, oh, never mind that. We have a new fastest overall machine in the form of Paul Doyle. The BC Racing Subaru Impreza goes fastest of all. Purple in sectors 1 and 2 with a lap time of 52.7. He leads Pro Extreme. He leads the overall timing screen, and you can see a bit of smoke there, lock up from what looked like Roman Grant with Susie about his timing teething problems that he is having with his car. It is all new spec for this year as he made the jump into the pro categories, and of course naturally with any big spec change there are teething issues to be expected by the looks of it. Now on your screens you have the Colin Dorward in the Mitsubishi Evo, who's been very quick all day. Let's see whether he manages to put together a quick lap. There he is, just behind the BTCC car of Luke Senjakovsky. Let's see how he goes. Oh, Colin Dorward has gone off. That's a big one. We can see a tire rolling. I think that tire is from the tire wall. So a big incident there from Colin Dorward by the looks of things. He was very, very quick all day. Looks to have gone a little bit squirrely on the exit of Druid and has shot back across the track into the tire wall. You can see a couple of tires there scattered around, absorbing that energy from the impact really well. Red flag has been called again. It's a pretty big incident, of course, having a car stuck in the middle of the track like that. You can see then Colin out of the car. He's looking pretty fine. There you go. The car, of course, that is in a bit of a state. Hopefully all reparable. Let's see, these chassis are pretty strong. There you go. The medical car is there. It's good to see Colin there walking around. Yes, looking glum, but at least he's yep, there he is. So the marshal then approaching. So interesting to see how this is gonna affect the session. That is the end of today's running in our club and pro sessions. Pretty unusual to have both of them ended by red flags. We will be providing you an update on the driver involved in the incident during the club session as that becomes available. For now, we still await information, and it also looks like the pro session has now been called as well. So perhaps not the ending that we wanted to either of the session, not even perhaps, definitely not the ending that we wanted to either of our finals. Of course, this is when the drivers were looking to really put the hammer down, but unfortunately this is motorsport.